So for that example, she was a 43-year-old woman, already had a massive ATM business. She had achieved all the success in the world. She didn't need to do anything else, but she didn't feel fulfilled. I mean, she could retire
Mm.
if she wanted to, and she could do nothing, and that would be fine. She has kids and just lean into them. The thing that we realized was that she'd been working on a novel for about 8 to 9 years and had not
Mm.
released it, and was at like the edge of it. Like the book was already finished. All she had to do was get it out to the publisher. She had to start marketing to it. But there was this fear within her of like, after all this work that I put in, should I even do it? Should I even
Yeah.
put the book out? Like, is it even worth it? It's not good enough. I'm not good enough. And so we got down to the real core of what it was, and it went to a lot of childhood trauma. And again,
Mm.
I'm 18 years old at the time. Who would think that I'd be able to help a 43-year-old woman with her childhood trauma that has a marriage and has 2 kids? Like, it
Mm.
doesn't make sense when you look at it, but when you actually hear the conversation, all I have to do is just create a space for them to feel safe, vulnerable, and usually that's something a lot of people just don't have. A lot of people
Mm.
don't have a space for them to let out their fears and to
Yeah.
really express how they feel. And so I created a space for her to be authentic and honest about why she felt she shouldn't release the book, why she felt so insecure within herself, why she felt like she had to hide from the world, why she felt like she couldn't feel seen or didn't feel seen and didn't want to be seen. Um, and so after a lot of deep internal work, we got to the root of why it was that way and some of the things that happened in her childhood to lead her to feel a certain way. Worked through a lot of that childhood trauma, and we got into just taking the action. So what I find coaching is clarity and accountability. I'm going to help you get clarity on why
Mm.
you're doing or not doing what you say you want to do, and I'm going to hold you accountable to doing the thing you say you want to do. So once we
Mhm.
get clear on why she was holding herself back and a lot of the childhood trauma she'd never worked through, then we dove into, okay, so what are the actual actionable steps that we can do to start getting the book in place? And so we started marketing to the book. We got ads going and everything else that like went into that. It's not anything that I specifically know, but it's more so just having her do the things she
Sure.
needs to do. And in no time, I mean, she got nominated for a Pulitzer Prize and was
Oh,
just like
wow.
ecstatic. Was in Barnes and Noble and Amazon and everywhere. And so it was an amazing experience because it showed me how much like I just don't need to have the answers, man.